We've accomplished a lot in our hardcore world. We've made a giant mansion, tons of farms, a massive nether portal, and even the North Pole. Despite all of those crazy accomplishments, I don't have one of the most basic farms in Minecraft that everyone should have in their world. I do not have an iron farm. It's almost embarrassing for me to say that we're this far in the world, already on day 515, and we have not created an iron farm. I just haven't needed too much iron. All the iron I've needed, I've been able to get in caves from mining. But I have some pretty fun projects coming up soon that I'll need a lot of iron for. So today, we're gonna make ourselves an awesome iron farm. I wanna build a giant iron factory with tons of layers, and it'll spawn so many iron golems. We'll get more iron than we'll ever need. Unfortunately, we are going to need a lot of glass. All the other materials I think I have for this farm, but glass is something I'm always lacking on. Not sure how much we'll need, but I'll try to collect a few stacks worth. You know, I was thinking about something the other day. When did stone brick become like the gold standard of building farms in Minecraft? Like, I understand stone brick is a pretty good looking block. However, it seems like for the longest time, everyone just uses it to make every single farm in Minecraft. But there's so many other good-looking blocks that are also easy to collect and can still conduct redstone, so I don't know why people use them. I don't know, just a weird thought I had. Let me know your favorite block to use down in the comments below. I'm just curious what people like to build with. Okay, we need a good place to build this, so while some of this sand smelts into glass, let's flatten out a nice area for this farm. I'm really not sure how big it's gonna need to be, so I'll clear out a pretty large area just in case. Alright, so let's start first off with building the base of this thing. This might collect a lot of iron, so I just want to make sure I have a ton of chests. Okay, in case you want to follow along, basically all I did is, I made a tube. Minecraft farms surprisingly let you actually have a lot of liberty with how you make them. Once you sort of understand the spawning mechanics, this glass in the front isn't a great shape. That's better. Yeah, once you understand basic spawning mechanics, it's pretty easy to make farms. So now I'm gonna take my glass and build out 16 blocks in each direction with these 3-block wide sort of runways of glass. Next, on the edge of these platforms, what I'm gonna do is build these like 5x5 platforms out of deep slate bricks. Deep slate bricks are my active rebellion against everyone using stone bricks. But yeah, these are just gonna act as little platforms where we'll put some beds and some villagers, and then they will spawn iron golems for us.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, there we go. Go down to our automatic wool farm and grab some wool for some beds. Okay, now that we've got all the beds set up, it's time for the fun part. The fun part being we have to get 5 villagers in each of these little containers. However, it actually won't be too bad because what we can actually do is just put 2 villagers in each of these, and that'll be enough. All we have to do is give them some bread or some food like potatoes, and they'll just breed on their own. And my villager breeder isn't too far away, so we won't have to build a crazy long tunnel. Okay, I think this should be good to get the villagers in here. I'm hoping they won't overshoot, but let's test it out. It's okay, I've got a pretty healthy population of villagers. Okay, we only need 1 more villager, so if we can just get 1 more on the tracks, we should be okay. Come on. Okay, it worked. There we go. Let's follow him along for the ride. But it worked, so let's grab this really fast, and then let's see if we can push you. Get in there. Okay, and then I'll give them just a little bit of bread so they can start to do their thing, and we should be all good. Look at that. Come on. Make us a 3rd villager. There we go. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is, for each of these little villager containers, I'm just gonna build it up a little bit and put a roof on them with deep slate bricks. As I'm building the farm, I'll just periodically come in here and give them bread so that hopefully they make some more villagers. Okay, and with that, we're making some good progress. Now I need to grab some water, some gates, some lava, and I think some more glass. There we go. And then I should be able to just put lava. Okay, they're all open? Okay, good. Let's do this. I'm really struggling with this. There we go. So the iron golems will eventually find their way down there where they will no longer exist. So if I go like this. Okay, with that done, I'm now gonna outline these little glass layers with deep slate bricks. Okay, now I'm going to build up all these deep slate outlines with one layer of glass and then one layer of, I think I'll do deep slate walls. Okay, so now I want to get the water set up first, so I think I should be able to do this. And then fence gates here. Will they continue to be pushed? Let's test it out. So pretend I'm an iron golem and I just spawned. No. Actually, I think this will work. Because the iron golems will eventually move, right? And then they'll get pushed. I think this will work. Okay. So, I might have messed up a little bit. Is this maybe one block too short? What if I just do this? That solves the problem. I thought I had these all a good measurement, but I guess not. Well, we have an iron golem spawning. I guess the only issue I have is that these villagers don't want to stay. So I'm gonna have to fix this water and then fix this side. Okay, don't. Okay, so when I wake up, hopefully everything is okay. Okay, I think I've got it fixed. The only issue is I don't think these villagers can access this bed now. So one villager in each of these doesn't have access to a bed, and I think the villagers have to be bound to a bed in order for iron golems to spawn. I guess I'll know if it worked or not if once we continue working on this farm, there's still iron golems spawning or not. Okay, well, I'm not sure what I did, but I put the beds back to their original position with the foot of the bed facing outwards. Another night passed by, and for some reason, it's fine. And immediately, golems are spawning again. So, I don't really know what I did to fix it, but I fixed it. Okay, now as for you. Oh, there we go. Are you stuck for the same reason? Oh, I'm gonna die. Let's see, why are you stuck? Just not want to go? You shouldn't be able to swim against water like this. Why can't I push you? Do you spawn partially in the block, maybe? Okay, well, now I've got the issue of why are these iron golems stuck? Maybe I have to raise each layer of glass one block higher. Let's try that. Okay, I think... So that villager worked. The issue is, for some reason, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix this, these villagers are spawning like half in the glass and half not? And the reason I put... Oh, he's good now. Okay. The other villagers were like spawning like... They were like half in the glass block, half not in the glass block. I'm not sure why that was happening, but it happened nonetheless. And then what's happening with you? Oh, you are able to swim up here? Okay, you know what? I might just have to replace all of these walls with glass. I just wanted to put the walls because I thought it looked pretty. But I guess not. So if you look under this iron golem's feet, you see some particles as well as underneath that iron golem. It seems like what the issue is for some reason these iron golems are spawning half in the glass blocks and half not. But all they need is a little bit of time, and then they eventually get themselves unstuck, it seems like. Little by little, I am remedying this iron farm to make it better. But yeah, we're spawning iron golems, so we at least know that it's working. I wonder if I make these boxes 7 by 7 instead of 5 by 5, if that will help? Let's try that. And what I did oh, we got 2 of them. What I did actually worked. So let me show it off. Here is the new design. I made these 5, well, the inside part is 5 by 5. The outside ring is about 7 by 7. And what I did was I angled them like this so that entities are pushed in, but it seemed like the golems just wanted a 5 by 5 spawning platform. I thought 3 by 3 would be enough. This iron golem farm is a pretty popular design. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers use it, and a lot of other YouTubers do the 3 by 3 spawning platform, and I guess they just do it wrong, not to slander anyone. But we have that, and what makes it so great, what makes this farm so great, is what we can do is make this multiple layers to make it an ultimate iron farm. As you can see, it's definitely working so far. Yes, this is perfect. I've done everything I need to do to finally get this thing to work. And what we can do is put a thin ceiling above this, either out of glass or slabs, I don't know, whatever I want. And then we just need another layer of villagers, so good thing I kept my little roller coaster. And then another spawning platform on top. And with that, we can get an entire another layer to get double the iron. Let's see how the iron's going so far. We actually probably have a lot of junk in here, but okay. We have some iron, more iron, and some more iron. So yes, this farm actually, dang, this farm is working really well. Again, if you want to follow this design, you don't have to follow it exactly, but we just have these platforms, which were supposed to be 16 blocks, but I guess they're only 15 blocks away. And then we have a little platform with 5 villagers underneath, and then on top of it, we have a little spawning platform for the iron golems. So what I'm going to do now is grab some more materials from my base, and we are going to do the second layer. We're going to add an entirely second layer and get double the iron. Alright, this farm is starting to go pretty well. We have iron golems pretty much coming in, going in here, destroying themselves left and right. We're having more issues. You stuck? Oh, here you go. I'll help you get out. There you go. At first, the second layer wasn't working, and I was really concerned as to why the bottom layer was spawning so many iron golems, but not the top. But as soon as it was nighttime once, and then daytime again, it was all good. I just forgot that the villagers had to officially claim their beds. That's all I had to do, and now we have iron golems coming all over, and this is pretty awesome. This farm is going to get us a lot of iron. So this farm works great. The only downside is it doesn't look too great. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad. I tried to choose a color palette that would look nice, but it's kind of an eyesore, just, you know, right near our giant, beautiful mansion. Each of these chests pretty much have a stack of iron, and it hasn't even been that long, so this is definitely going pretty well for us. But let's do this. First, let's finally destroy this, we don't have to destroy the whole thing. I at least want to destroy all the bits that are, you know, pretty close to the farm. I'll try to collect as many of the drops as I can. Ah, look at this thing. I love it. You can even see the iron golems burning. I have a limited supply of rails. I need to pick these up. Oh, actually, you know what? I guess I don't even really need to collect my rails because, we have an unlimited source of iron now. Yeah, rails, you pretty much just need wood and iron, so I should be all set. Okay, I think what would be cool is if around this entire thing, we made a blast furnace, but like a giant blast furnace. Let's try to get an outline for this thing because we might also have to extend some of this platform. Okay, so this ginormous dirt frame we have here is going to be the size of this blast furnace. So this is going to be no small blast furnace. I mean, you're going to be able to see this thing from literally hundreds of blocks away. The total size of this is 50 blocks by 50 blocks. And that's the minimum size needed to cover this iron farm. So what we're going to have to do is make this entire thing a blast furnace, and then also on the ground, on the inside, as well as the ceiling, we're going to need to completely cover it with slabs or leaves or something like that so that mobs don't spawn and mess up the farm. Now, the most detailed part of the blast furnace is the front, and the sides are relatively, you know, just gray. So I think what I want to do is build the front first, and then from there, we'll build the sides afterwards once we know what we want the front to look like. I'm going to go to my house and collect pretty much whatever blocks I can find that I think would be good for a blast furnace. I'll set them up in some shulker boxes here, and we'll see what kind of magic we can do. Alright, so here's what I have here. I made the entire outside of the blast furnace, as well as I tried my best attempt at an iron ingot up top. I might remove this because, I don't know. It's hard to get the correct blocks I need to, one for one make a scale iron ingot that is the right color. I also went for the old design instead of the new design because I like it better. But then on this side, I have the frame for just one of the sides, and then I realized we're going to need a lot more materials. I used pretty much all the materials to build this front part. Thankfully, I do have like a sheep and wool farm, but I'm definitely going to need a lot more. So we'll have to make some sheep farms and wait for those to produce enough wool for us to completely finish this build. But the front is pretty much complete, and it's pretty much got the vibe I want. Building a blast furnace is definitely a little bit more difficult than I thought, but I think it turned out okay, and I'm a fan of it. I think it looks cool. I think if anything, these might just need to be a little bit lower, so let's see how that looks. Okay, there we go. I think that looks much more like a blast furnace. I just had the shape a little incorrect. So currently we're on day 603 of this world because this project is taking a lot longer than I thought, but I'm curious, how much iron have we gotten during this time? Oh. Quite a bit. We're definitely not going to need any more. So yeah, I think 2 layers is plenty. We really don't need more than this because this is getting us a really nice... Look at this. This is crazy. Okay, well, I might not have enough materials to finish this entire frame, but what I can do is this. Okay, so I don't think I have to actually use slabs or leaves to spawn-proof this entire area. I think I can get away with just using my shovel because I don't believe that path blocks are spawnable blocks. I think since they're not a full block, mobs can't spawn on them? We'll have to test it out and see. This might ruin my shovel durability though. So if I'm correct, this entire area should officially be spawn-proof now. And then once we have, you know, have it filled in with all the wool we need, this whole area should be good to, only have iron golems spawn. So now that we have all this iron, let's do something fun. Oh, I love this farm. Okay, well, I don't have the actual beacon block yet, but we have the beacon. So now we've got an emerald beacon, an iron beacon. I have a lot of diamonds, but I don't know if I have enough for a diamond beacon. A gold beacon shouldn't be too hard to get. And as for a netherite beacon, I haven't even obtained a single piece of netherite in this world, so that might take us a little bit longer. Well, anyways, that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and all that good stuff. But my name is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.